A big thanks goes out to Squarespace for sponsoring this week's video. Well, hello everybody and welcome to another video. Thank you for joining me. Come way South Island this week to a new area that I've never been to before, and that's the John Dean Provincial Park. And I'm here with fellow photographer Terry Cluley. Terry actually works at the Butchart Gardens. He's the photographer there, and I texted him. Well, usually I just text him once a year when I want to know what the colours are like. The Butchart Gardens, they have a really great little Japanese garden there. The autumn colours are usually really spectacular. Anyway, Terry was telling me about this park here, and I'd never been here, so I thought, maybe I should go and check this out instead. So I met up with Terry, and he's kind of showing me around. So supposedly there's some old growth forest in here, and also there's a Garry oak meadow. So we're going to slowly make our way, hopefully, to the Garry oak meadow. But it's beautiful in here. The autumn colour is still pretty good right now, and we're almost at the end of October. So. So we've come down, there's kind of a bit of a hill, and there seems to be a lot of Garry oaks and Arbutus in this area, but it's quite dense. So I'm hoping to find an area that isn't quite as dense, so it's not quite as busy. Like in front of me here looks quite nice, but I'll just show you. The light's getting a bit harsh. Every now and then the clouds will move in, but there's some really great moss on the rocks, but I do think it's a bit dense, especially in this light. So hopefully down the trail a bit further there'll be some more open spaces. We'll have to see. There's not as much full colour here, mostly Garry oaks. So actually the Garry oaks are still quite green here. I'm feeling a bit rusty today. It's a beautiful area, but like I said before, very busy. But I just need to start looking a bit closer, maybe at the ground. And I have found some oak leaves and some Arbutus leaves all kind of dried up with the grasses here. So I'm going to concentrate on that for now until I can find a scene that's not quite as busy as I would like anyway. So I have found a nice little scene here. Now I have moved a few of the leaves, and of course as soon as you do that things start to look a bit too contrived. I can never mimic the natural order of just leaves falling on their own, but I'll give it a go. So basically it's a set-up studio shot, but I'm just wondering if a polarizer would help with some of the colours here, and it seems to a little bit. So I've got the case polarizer, and I'll try and saturate the colours ever so slightly. It's quite nice. There's some rust colours and some kind of very subtle reds. So I think the hard part is going to be trying to maintain those when I process the photograph. I think that's one of the problems that a lot of photographers have, including myself, is trying to maintain some of those real subtle colors that we see in nature. It's very easy to over warm things up or cool them down too much, and of course it all ends up being personal preference. But when I see a scene like this and I see these nice subtle colors, I want to try and remember those and then maintain those colors in processing. It's not always that easy to do. Okay, I've had to put on an extension tube because this lens doesn't focus this close without an extension tube. It is looking a bit contrived, but I kind of like it. All right, I did find another composition. Actually, Terry found the composition, but I stole it. That's what I like to do. I like to steal compositions from other photographers. I don't think he heard me. Actually, the reason why we came down here was to photograph this Garry oak. It's got some nice shape to it, and then it's got 3 or 4 Douglas fir standing next to it. But it's got a really nice shape to it. And the reason why I'm standing where I am now is to try and separate them as much as possible. If I move over to this direction, just ever so slightly, you can see all of a sudden that the Douglas fir on the left of the tree kind of merged with it, and then there's another one behind it. So it kind of loses its shape a little bit. So it's just a matter of moving over ever so slightly, maybe, I don't know, 2 or 3 feet, and all of a sudden we get a better angle. So keep that in mind when you're out in the field. Sometimes just a little bit to the left or right can make a huge difference, and you're able to hide things that you don't want behind your main subject. Yeah, I think it'll work all right. I have used a polarizer again, just to kind of get rid of some of the sheen on the leaves. So the Garry oak, especially behind this main Garry oak, there's quite a few smaller ones with leaves on them, so that gets rid of that glare. Thank you once again to Squarespace for sponsoring this week's video. Are you ready to take your online presence to the next level? Meet Design Intelligence by Squarespace, a fusion of world-class design and AI technology that unlocks your creative potential like never before. Build a stunning, personalized website that's as unique as you are and stands out from the crowd. With Squarespace Payments, managing transactions is easier than ever. Get started in just a few clicks and let your customers pay their way, whether it's Apple Pay, Afterpay, or more. Need to invoice clients? Squarespace has you covered. Simplify your workflow and focus on growing your business. If you're interested in building an awesome website, why not head on over to squarespace.com and give it a try. And if you like what you find, use the code AdamGibbs for 10% off your first purchase. So we've just been walking along the trail, moseying along here, and the colors are beautiful right now. Especially love the bracken fern over here. They're kind of, I guess they're side lit, and they're really quite punchy right now. Every now and then the sun will come out a bit too harsh, so we have to kind of wait for it to kind of subdue itself. The only real annoyance is right in the middle there's a very thin Douglas fir, and I wish it was over to the side a little bit, but yeah, well, you can't have everything, can you? So I've gone about, I don't know, 20 steps And this is just fantastic. Right behind me here, have this branch overhanging over the trail. I think it's the ferns that I really like, because they've got real subtle yellows, and then there's still a bit of green in there as well, kind of a limey green. It almost looks spring-like, but of course it's not, it's autumn. And then one of the trees, the big leaf maple, is leaning over very slightly, so it kind of sets it off, if that makes sense. Yeah, beautiful. In terms of format, I'm using 4x5. That seems to be a good format, and I am including the trail, because I think that adds a little bit to it, so it's not just trees, you know. Yeah, beautiful. The hardest part right now though is the wind. I am using a case polarizer, so of course I'm losing a stop there. I've got it stopped down to f11, f16, so I'm looking at, I want to keep it around 1/10 of a second, so probably ISO 800, but that's fine. This is turning into a really cool spot. The ferns are just, as I said before, beautiful. But now we got these large Douglas fir. So I've decided to slap on the 20 to 35 and get in quite close to this Douglas fir in the foreground here. I want to really emphasize that. So if you get close with a wide angle lens, then that will really make it look bigger than it is. Even though, I mean, it is a big tree, but if you really want to emphasize it, then a good way to do that is get close with a wide angle. Again, pano, but just with the yellow colors, and then of course the ferns in the bottom there, really beautiful. Wouldn't you say, Terry?
I would. That is a pretty nice tree. Yep, some great ferns.
It's a nice spot.
Just want the wind to drop down.
Yes.
It's a little bit moving right now.
The wind is a bit of a problem, and then every now and then it'll get quite bright and windy, so that's double trouble. But you know, a bit of patience always pays off. Once again, I want to thank everybody for watching this week's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please be sure to give us the old thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do, because only about 40% of those people that watch my videos are actually subscribed. And lastly, before I leave you, a big event is happening. I'm having a pre-Christmas sale. It's going to go on until the 14th of November. And it's 25% all of my merch. So that includes books, infamous woolly hats from Karen, and the waxed caps, and prints. So if you're interested in picking up one of those items, now's a good time to do so. Use the code QuietLight25 for 25% off. All right, until next time, cheerio.